guys, welcome back to a video. If you are new, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing my physical TBR. So for the next couple of months, I really want to work on diminishing my TBR a little bit. I have worked really hard on doing it the last few months, and so I'm feeling really proud of what we've gotten up to. I have less than 100 books on my TBR finally, but I really want to start doing a TBR tackle video vlog thing on my channel where I try and read through some of my physical TBR that I have, and yeah, hopefully that'll be coming in the next few months. But I thought a good way to start that series would be for us to take a look as a whole of what books I have on my physical TBR, so you guys can tell me what you want me to read, what you want to see in those videos, what you think I should skip, and just let me know. So yeah, I'm going to show you each shelf one by one and let's see what's on my TBR. Okay, so from the first shelf we have quite a lot to go through. What am I thinking, honestly? So first off, we have Before Your Memory Fades and Before We Say Goodbye by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. These are book 3 and 4 in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. We have The Kamigawa Food Detectives by Hisashi Kashiwai, Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zona, Dalagoot Dream Department Store by Mai Lee, Homesick for Another World by Otessa Moshfegh, Big Swiss by Jen Began, Nesting by Rosin O'Donnell, Dreamland by Rosa Rankin G, the Southern Reach trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer, so that's Annihilation, Authority and Acceptance. And the final one for this shelf is Inward by Young Pablo, a poetry collection. We have 3 from this shelf. We have Wayward by Amelia Hart, A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, and Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, the 4th book in the Fourth Wing series. On this shelf we just have one, and that is Girl Goddess Queen by Bay Fitzgerald. B Fitzgerald? Bay? B? Dunno. And then on this shelf we just have one, and it's The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. This is the 2nd book in the Stolen Air duology. There is nothing unread on this shelf, thank God, so we're going to move over again. And on this one we have 3. We have Gold and Glow by Raven Kennedy. These are books 4 and 5 in the Plated Prisoners series, which I absolutely love. And then we have Throne of Secrets by Kerry Maniscalco, the 2nd book in the Wicked Prince series or something. We have quite a few from the next shelf. We have The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Long, Can't Spell Treason Without Tea by Rebecca Thorne, Phoenix Keeper by S.A. McLean, A Dark and Drowning Tide by Alison Saff, and then Last Violent Call and Foul Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong, the 1.5 and 2nd book in the whatever series this is. I actually have no idea. Foul Lady Fortune series. Then from this shelf we have More Than I Expected. First up we have The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. This is the 2nd book in the whatever series this is called. The duology to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. We have 2 books by Lucy Score. We have The Worst Best Man and Mr. Fixer-Upper. And the rest of these are all by Elsie Silver, one of my favourite romance authors. We have Wild Love and Wild Eyes. These are both books in the Rose Hill series. And then we have 3 books from the Ruby Creek series. So we have Off to the Races, A Photo Finish, and The Frontrunner. I truly cannot wait to read these. I just know they're going to be a real good binge, so I'm trying to wait till I'm really in that romance mood, which usually happens in the summer. The shelf below we're not going to talk about because this is only half of the unread books on that shelf. Most of them are unread, which is terrible. First up we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, The Co-op by Tara DeWitt, Happy Place by Emily Henry, The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton, and the sequel The League of Gentlewomen Witches, Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and L.J. Shen, and The Boyfriend Candidate by Ashley Winstead. This is the other half of the books from that shelf. This is terrible. I've read like 4 books on that shelf. It's really bad. First we have Two Wrongs Make Her Right by Chloe Leese, as well as the sequel Better Hate Than Never, 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, The X Talk and Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And then we have Life's Too Short, The Happy Ever After Playlist, and Yours Truly, all by Abby Jimenez. Another favourite romance author of mine that I just don't read apparently. I have no idea what this series is called, but on the next shelf we have books from the Enemy series by Charlie Higson. I'm currently binging this series, so these will not be on my TBR for long. Me and Jade are buddy reading them and having the best time. We have The Fear, The Sacrifice, The Fallen, The Hunted, and finally The End. And then the only other book on that shelf that I have not read yet is The Book of the Most Precious Substance by Sarah Grant. Very random, not at all alike. But, you know, that's where they fitted. This is me coming to the realisation that I don't think fitted is a word. fitted. It fit. I found somewhere it fit. On the next shelf are YA novels I haven't gotten to yet. First of all, we have Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Bayron, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw, Wise Creatures by Deirdre Sullivan, When the Bones Sing by Ginny Meyerson, and The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon, which I know Jade will kill me for. No, I've read this one. Hang on. They're in the wrong way. The next shelf is majoritively my boyfriend's books, so I don't have many on here. I have Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, and Magnolia Park's Into the Dark, all by Jessa Hastings. This is a series I was absolutely obsessed with the first two books. I can't actually remember if I read The Long Way Home or not. I might have. I don't think I did, but I might have. Absolutely love this series. I don't know why I'm not picking it up. Like, it's not that I don't want to. I really want to. I'm just also kind of scared of finishing it, I think. So I've kind of just left them there unread, but I really need to make some progress on this series. I think this would be a really good vlog to just binge the rest of these, so maybe I will do that at some point. Okay, on the shelf below are classics, and there are quite a few I haven't read on here. For example, Little Women, of which I have 2 copies on this shelf, but 5 copies in total, and I've never read it. Crazy. I have things like The Great Expectations. I'm not showing you them as part of my TBR because I have no intentions of reading them on my TBR. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. I own a lot of classics that are sprinkled around my house. There are only 2 books on here that I actually have intentions of reading and therefore count to my TBR. And to be honest, I have read most of the books on this shelf because most of them are Daphne du Maurier and like 5 copies of Rebecca. So, you know, I've read most of those. But the only 2 I have full intentions of reading soon are A Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, which I've heard is amazing. It sounds just like my cup of tea. So I definitely want to read this and would love to read it on video for you. And then The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa. I recently read The Memory Police, fell in love, cannot wait to pick this up. So these are 100% on my TBR, cannot wait for these. But as I said, there are some other books on there that have not been read and probably won't be for a very long time. I just think classics are something I collect. On the next shelf, we have just 2 books. A Drop of Venom by Sanji Patel and A Golden Fury by Samantha Coho. The next shelf is my horror shelf and I have quite a lot of those. We have The Fortress by S.A. Jones, Hex by Thomas Old Huve, Boys in the Valley by Philip Fracassi, A Botanical Daughter by Noah Medlock, Cackle by Rachel Harrison, The Whispering Muse by Laura Purcell, Owl House by Richard Matheson, The Reformatory by Tanara Reeve Dew, and finally for the shelf we have Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Rio. And then finally we have the last shelf. We have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating Edema by Sarah Hawley, The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Brannon, The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson, The Ruthless Lady Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner, Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead, and last but not least, A Court of Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. I think this is the oldest book on my TBR. I really don't know why it's the oldest book on my TBR. I do really want to read it. I think it's just pure smut, so you've really got to be in the specific mood for this, and I've not been reading smut recently. I still want to read this though, it sounds fun. Those are all the books on my physical TBR currently. I'm not actually sure how many that is, but I will go on my Goodreads, find out and pop up the number here so you can see. But as I said, I'm going to be trying to read as many of these in vlogs in the next coming months as humanly possible. If there are any here that you would like me to read, please leave it down below and I'll read it in one of the videos and try and make them a priority because I want to read what you guys want to see me read. And yeah, I shall see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.